Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you. What's up? You like that? You really like that? Let's shut up and grind some tape. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Monday afternoon here inside the studio. If you're watching us on YouTube right about now, it's probably 7:01 to 7 o'clock, leading up into our 8 o'clock live show that we always have planned here on Monday through Thursdays. We enjoyed rewatching that Alabama-Georgia game from an all-22 perspective. We enjoyed doing it live, but we can't do those. We've been told, hey, don't do that. Don't do the film on live, so we won't. Today, we got the boys inside the studio. We got the Alabama-Oklahoma matchup from the first time around up on the board right now. No point in sitting here talking about this too much. You guys know what we're doing. We're rewatching this matchup between Alabama and Oklahoma. I got the boys in here with me. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. Couple of rules here up front. If you learn anything about the game of football, you must subscribe. If you learn anything about your favorite football team, you must subscribe. If you have any fun at all today, you must subscribe. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. All right. If you haven't watched these before, normally we're nice and scripted, okay? I have nice bullet points. I got, hey, play number 36, we're going to go here. This is none of that, all right? We're going to open up second half. We're going to see what we got, all right? And we're going to break it down and go through the process and figure out what Oklahoma did to render these guys relatively scoreless in the second half of this foosball game, all right? Kirby's always in here. I don't get to watch film very often with Kirby. I get to break down film with Kirby. Kirby asks good questions around here. Now, this football game for me, Kirby, was the first one where I was like, oh, man, he's human. He actually has misses, right? Yeah. He actually has balls that might get sprayed a little bit in the wrong direction occasionally. Those were catches. These were catches the first, I don't know, 6 or 7 weeks, 8 or 9 weeks of the season where these guys were 100% on these.
You also, I'm assuming, and again, we don't know the playbook, that out route is the primary read there because the way he's looking off, you got that one high safety, the streak on the fade.
Oh, Christian, the more and more you watch this offense, the more you will realize they teach it top down. They read all progressions top down, okay? They do not read progressions bottom up like most college football teams. They read it NFL-wise in the inverse. So, yeah, almost all the time you can assume his progression is top down, okay?
Interesting.
They're a big chunk offense.
Yep.
Christian. I mean, it's P and 10 right here. This was, again, the first film study. We were like, P and 10, you better start throwing some pass stunts on these guys. They're trying to throw the football.
Because, I mean, it's a clean pocket, too. You can sit in there and look off that safety. I mean, Ryan Williams is wide open down the field.
Or at least hold him with his eyes. You're not even looking him off. He's just holding him.
I mean, he's leveraged in a way, too, that's preferable for you.
Yep.
But then again, Ryan Williams is running a route like he's just a runoff player, so I don't know.
Correct. That is 100% a clear out. Go take the midfield safety. Now, this is the SOB that I keep watching every time I turn on Oklahoma film. It's this Kendall Daniels cat. He's 6'5", 242 pounds. They got him playing out there basically in the nickel. So, I mean, I count this as 4-3 personnel. I don't know how you would count it, Kirby, but when this guy, that is not a defensive back. We can't count him as that, all right? Not in film analysis. This is base personnel for me because when you do motion him away and he does become an extension of the box player, that's a linebacker. That SOB can play and run support like a linebacker, like he's finna do.
Yeah, that's kind of the plight that you get with these nickel bodies sometimes, especially when they have a defense that, I mean, it's a linebacker that they have faith in that they can run. And he's done a good job in coverage with
the play before this. I mean, he's out, he's out in coverage. He's manning the tight end right here, guys. So, yeah, he's a different body type. And the more defenses we study around here, the more I find that teams are going to – now, they play at 4-2-5. They're playing it like a nickel.
Right.
But we've studied Texas Tech this year. We've studied LSU this year. We studied who else was it? Indiana is a 4-3 base personnel football team. There's more of them. Now, he fit that improperly. He's got to turn that back to his teammates, keep that outside arm free. That's why this is one of, very few. It's got to be the longest run in Alabama regular season lore right here, right?
One of them.
I mean, good God. They got a 40-yard run from Jam Miller against Vandy, but that's about it. This is about as explosive as it gets from the running game from Alabama. They got to have about, I don't know, if they play 4 games and win the national title, they got to have about, 17 of these?
Need it.
20, maybe, of these? It's a great pickup right there by 75. Mm-hmm. Keep climbing. Boom. Great job reading the blocks right there, 4. Ball security's a little suspect. We're swaying that thing, Yeah. I got one of these going on. That's an opportunity for a rip. High and tight like Tiki. Gotta be. What do you say, Jay Will? Oh, I hate this play. I think it's so obvious every time. Every time I see this, I know I got duo back the other way from this cat. Have we seen one play action off of this?
Not to my recollection.
Not to my knowledge. If I see you doing this as a back in this system right now, I am keying dead duo. Dead duo away from the action. Oh, you opening up, showing me hard ball fake? Nah, we're going back the other way. Boom. Way to fit that right there at the nickel.
I mean, that's just a simple follow the H type
Jonathan,
play.
will you roster check for me? Mm-hmm. Give me a height and weight on 13. He looks small. Oklahoma's 13, by the way. Doesn't he, Kirby?
Yeah, a little
bit. That looks
bit.
like a nickel to me that got dragged in the box based off formation.
Looks that way.
And that's the safety, I would imagine. Is he listed as a DB, Jonathan? Number 13 from Oklahoma.
No, I got the number. Whatever cheat is.
Huh?
Our lads has it listed as cheat.
Okay, that's their nickel rover.
Yeah, it might be a rover.
Yeah, is what they call that. Will you look him up on the actual Oklahoma roster for me, big dog? I'm trying to see height and weights. I think he's about 5'11", 195.
Feels it right.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, see, now he's over here, hanging out in the extended box area.
Yep.
He's a nickel. Now, this is their nickel personnel. See, this is what we just stumbled upon, right? The previous possession, Kendall Daniels was in there, 6'5", 242. It's a totally different body type, okay? So that's how they play nickel personnel when
What's
they play.
down in distance here on this? I'm sorry.
Oh, this is 2nd and 11 there.
So this is passing downs, though.
Correct. As was PN10 for them the last play, right?
Right.
When they first got it.
He is 5'11", 214 pounds.
Wow, he's a little thick.
Stumpy.
Ooh.
Wrap up.
If we're gonna ankle bite, we got a thigh board bite, not ankle bite.
You got to bring your arms with you.
That too.
Grab an ankle or something.
Yep. We used to call it bite the play side knee. You want to bite that play side knee if you're gonna do this. I'm with Kirby though. I'd rather you wrap up. That's the near side, not the ball side knee. Bah. It's a good stick right there, 3.
Good Lord.
It's a good ball right there, kid. Ooh-wee.
Empty on P and 10.
Oh, dude, I'm expecting man pressure right here if I'm the quarterback. Aren't you, Kirby?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm expecting straight cover 0 right now. We better be ready to get the ball out of our hands. We're going to bring in the tight end to help protect, I would imagine.
Yeah, obvious man.
Yep. And he takes the one-on-one shot. That's a good job right there by the quarterback. It almost looks like they jump into more of a catch zone.
Uh-huh.
Does the defensive back group, right? I got a lot of eyes inside, particularly up here and down here, okay? So I'm thinking they're probably in some type of quarters right there, like a quarters match technique.
Got to be. Yeah, because
otherwise, if it were indeed true cover 0, right, he would have been trying to get hands on as soon as possible.
Well, that middle field safety starts flowing too. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, he doesn't have a threat, but yeah, that's not man.
Good ball. Well, my history of watching Oklahoma play defense and Venables play defense, he's not a big man-to-man bumper run guy anyways.
Yeah.
He tries to play a lot of zone coverage. Now down here, everybody plays man. We've always said that on this network. Quarterback's got to add in down here. Let's see if he does. At least with a run fake, that's fine. Was this one of their 3 traditional running back carries against power forward opponents that ends up in a touchdown, Jonathan? Wasn't that the stat?
Yeah, I think, or it's maybe 4. I can't remember.
It's not a lot. They don't have a lot of rushing success down here in the box.
Going Wildcat. There you go.
That is.
And that's not – are you calling that a traditional run game?
I mean, it's a running back taking the ball in between the tackles. At this point for this football team, that's a traditional run game for these guys. Hell, last year, I mean, their run game was compromised or comprised of, is Jalen Milroe going to run for 100 yards today?
Right.
Because if not, we're not running for $150.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like, they've been real strugglesome at the running back position for a while now. Now, here's the good thing to note about this football game. I don't remember how well they ran the football in this one, but this is the healthiest their offensive line has been up until, moving forward, they're banged up to hell. 71's out. Parker Brailsford's in a damn cast moving forward. He got that cast on right now. Must have been the start of this. Do you see that?
Yep.
All right, so moving forward, they just get even more banged up. Cuevas is playing in this football game. He's a major role in this offense as well. Potentially, some of these guys are going to be getting back, right? You would imagine they get healthier and healthier as the game approaches.
Alabama had 80 rushing yards in this game.
I mean, doesn't sound like a ton. One of their most successful SEC rushing.
Yeah, I mean, they probably had 100 yards. That's 80 yards net. They probably had 100 yards on the ground after Ty Simpson sacks.
Quarterback sacks. That's right. Honestly, it's probably why they had their most total yardage success against this defense in relative to like Auburn's offensive output and Georgia's offensive output, which was nil. They had no offensive output against Georgia. Now, this is the major difference in this football game to me, guys. And I don't know, will you Google the reports on R. Mason Thomas and see what we got available? If this kid's back, man, they're a different defense. They've been doing everything that they've been doing the last 3 or 4 weeks with no R. Mason Thomas. And I don't know if they're going to get him back, but for my money, he is their best defensive player. And it's not like an ideal matchup for him because we've always said like 74 is a guy that gets beat with speed, right? R. Mason Thomas is a well-rounded rusher. He's not like a twitchy guy. He can win that way, but he's a well-rounded rusher. He'll run through you just as much as he'll run around you. This is a guy that you normally have to beat running around. He's going to beat him with hand technique right here, right? Hand fight, overhand swipes, dips, getting up underneath his hands and playing tight to the quarterback. What's the report saying there, Jay Will?
He's expected to participate in practice this week.
Okay. Would be a huge, huge addition to this defense. Like I said, they've been playing great ball without him, but for my money, he is their best player. Him and number 10, the linebacker who we just saw Phil right there, I think they're great football players. I also think Oklahoma has a significant advantage right about now in here. These 2 defensive tackles and David Stone, who that might be right there. Both these nose tackles that they got working for them are real big and physical, hard to move. As you can see 55 putting on display right there.
You're a much better offensive mind than me. This feels like tendency malpractice to where we're going to bring a tight and an H opposite side of the run, which ultimately is going to drag an extra body into the box. Where if you go back to before they motion in, if you go back, if you go back to before they motion in, that nickel is not in the box right now. You have a 5-man box. You motion opposite side. Now you have a 6-man front, and you're running towards where the body just got added in.
Yeah. You're actually talking about the front side nickel?
Yeah.
We'll see what it does to the wide angle here.
Okay, he was in the box anyways, pretty much just an extension.
Yeah, he was an extension of the box. Yeah.
So that's not that big of a deal.
This is, what's our down and distance here? 2nd and 6. They're plugging linebackers into the front side of this run.
Yep.
Watch number 11 automatically key in right here and get into the front side B gap. And now 7 gets to scrape clean into the intended hole. It's just good defense, guys. I don't even think they know where they're working. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, do these two think they're working here and these two think they're working here? Because 71, when this linebacker flashes away, 71 closes off the backside like that's not his role. Look at that.
Right.
All right, so I don't even know if they got their combinations correct. You know what I don't see a ton of when I watch Alabama football? I don't see a lot of offensive line communication. I never really have. Like even this rep, I got a bunch of stemming going on. I don't see anybody calling out. I don't see anybody pointing. Or you just see stagnation. Just guys sitting still waiting for what's about to happen. Now, that's okay if we're in a constant scan, which they were in this game. Now, moving forward, they go into full slide protections. I don't know if y'all noticed that. By the time they'd gotten their ass whipped by Auburn, and by the time they showed up to the SEC championship game, if they got simulated pressure, they went full left slide, right slide, kicked the back off the edge. Mm-hmm. Y'all noticed that in film study, right? This is different. This is a full 5-man scan where the 5 offensive linemen are getting back, all right, and picking which 5 we actually ultimately have to take. Now, they get their ass whipped by this as the game progresses and they get out of it. Another one of these reps, man, like the guy didn't miss these early on in the season. Not an easy route to complete, okay?
No.
And I'm okay with the process here on 3rd and 4. And I remember breaking this play down when they first played. Look, we got 4 over 3 over here, right? We have this window if we hold this safety true, which I think we do. This sumbitch can bend, dude.
Yeah, you can. Good Lord.
You ain't supposed to play like that at 200. I mean, he's got to be 250. He's a big dude. Even without the robo arm, that dude's huge. You got nub. I mean, just getting stonewalled.
Do they tighten their splits?
Yeah, they will manipulate the splits 100%. I mean, that is no split.
I mean, that's foot to foot.
Yeah. I would imagine they're working together on that 3-tech if I had to bet any money.
Oh, look at that.
It's actually a really good movement right there, left guard and left tackle.
Yeah.
Center's doing a great job just getting over the top of zero right there, getting your head across. We talk about that all the time on this network. That's why it's so important. Our head beats him to the spot, and eventually our body will be able to get back around him, and now we'll be down his midline and be able to finish, okay?
I mean, that's what, a 5-yard run?
Yeah. And that, buddy, that's as good as it gets, right? A 4-yard run for those guys, and that's as good as it gets.
I mean, that's a good run in the SEC.
Yep. Try to go right back to it. Oh, quarterback pull. Okay.
He's sneaky athletic with this, but he will get.
Is he really even sneaky athletic, though? Because it's kind of been part of his profile.
You know what? All right, true. You know what I equate his running to? Cade Klubnik style.
Okay.
Where it's like slippery, but he will get his head knocked off.
Cade's a lot lankier, though.
Yeah.
Cade's like 6'3", feels taller, longer, skinnier. The strike zone's a lot bigger.
Right.
You know? I also don't think this guy avoids sacks as well as Cade.
No, he does not.
Cade's a guy that, like, you got to tackle inside the box. Yeah, I'm sure 38 wants this rep back, I would imagine.
Oh, brother.
Yikers. But we talked about it in the lead up to that Georgia game, right? Like, dude, I want him doing this. That's fine. Every time you do this and you're out in the extended box area willing to put your body on the line, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that. That hurts. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Especially internet's rumoring about a potential back issue.
Yeah, herniated disc supposedly.
Yeah, a little something. Okay? All right. I'm thinking 1st and 10. I haven't seen this, but I'm thinking run back that way. That's my guess. All right. Here's what I saw. I see short edges. That's all I see.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just counting boxes. Also could be general photo memory from the last time I studied this, or just a good guess. But hey, we'll take a quick minute to give a shout out to our friends over at Sleeper. What a great time to be here on this network this year, but also a great time to be with our friends over at Sleeper. Go over to Sleeper today, the #1 place for daily fantasy and prop plays. Sleeper Picks is a real money product that connects friends over picks. Choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players from pregame, live, or even across different sports. Pick more than or less than the predicted stats. It's that simple. On Sleeper, you can get up to 100x payouts, share with your friends, and get rewarded today. Use promo code Brooks, as you see on the screen, on Sleeper and get 100% deposit match up to $100. Again, that's sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Terms and conditions apply. Boys, as you know, we're about 28 minutes at the time of this ad read from the kickoff of NFL Sunday. So go ahead, run over to Sleeper right now. I'll give you permission to leave the stream actively. Go over to Sleeper, get a play in right quick, and get paid. We appreciate those folks over there at Sleeper. Again, that's promo code Brooks over there on Sleeper. Hey, remember, we can't go over an hour here. Okay?
Yep. You're also just not going to get outside these defenses.
Oh, too fast in the SEC, man.
Yeah, like
Too fast. 13, 19. Good Lord, they play a lot of DBs, don't they?
they got a stable of them.
All right. What are they hooting and hollering about? Oh, I know what they're hooting and hollering about. Anybody know what they're hooting and hollering about on the defensive side of the football?
What's the down and distance?
It is 2nd and 9.
Are they tackle offset here, or is that a tight end?
I thought that at first. That is a tight end. It's a great guess. He's asking if they're tackle offset over here. They're not. Any other guesses?
I got. Oh, wait a minute. Who's the slot receiver right now? That's a chunker.
That's Jam Miller. It's a great indication of what they're pointing at right now, Kirby. They're pointing at Jeremy Bernard in the backfield. That is the wide receiver lined up at running back. Now, why would the wide receiver be lined up at running back? He might be getting the football.
He's finna get the football.
He finna get the football. That's what he finna get. All right. So that's what I love about watching, again, Venables' defense. They're always going to be alert. They're always going to be in tune. And now we got a great screen sniffer on the backside with the defensive tackle. Watch this D tackle right here sniff the hell up out this screen early and often. That's me. I'm right here all day. Just really, really alert defenses. Again, that's a 2nd and 9 screen call right there. That's the same exact play call they got Georgia, 3 times in that first matchup?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have the advantage of having seen this team 9 weeks in. Now they've got the advantage of seeing this team 13 games in and against themselves. Do I understand that? So, that's why I think, really these second cracks these great coordinators get at these really good offensive coordinators, watch out, man. It's the second crack for this really, really in tune defensive unit from Oklahoma. And this is something you should be even more concerned about if you're an Alabama fan. I'm going to show y'all some clips of A&M left tackles and right tackles being a half a second late off the ball. All right, now I'm not saying that Texas is the loudest stadium in the history of college football, but all these SEC stadiums have home field advantages, all of them. You had the home field advantage here, and you're getting your ass whipped by Get-Off on 3rd and 9. You're going to be in 3rd and 9s again this week, except there's going to be 87,000 people screaming. So we might be on hard counts, or we might be on silent counts. We might have our right tackle looking at the left guard to see when he moves for when the ball is snapped, and then trying to get out to a speed rush. That's a problem. Automatic passing downs are a problem for offensive linemen who cannot protect consistently. And that has been the MO of this Alabama offensive line for quite some time now. Now we got a strip sack fumble, and it's going back the other way.
Pretty sure this is what lost you the game, correct?
Yeah.
Oklahoma kicks a field goal here, and no one scores
they
again.
flip field on you. It's their only scoring possession in the second half for the most part. And I don't put this on Michael Carroll, the freshman right tackle. I don't put this on him. This is a spring training freaking demo rep from 44. I mean, he has dreamed about the opportunity to throw this overhand swipe dip You know, I mean, it's off the jump dip or the jump overhand. Look at this, how well he times this. 1 stride, 2 stride, off 2, into the air, overhand swipe. As soon as 3 gets down, put the 4th toe back towards the quarterback, strip sack fumble. Look, I'm sure 44 is a great player, but he ain't throwing a pass rush on a dude like that all year, I would imagine. Because how often do you get to time up exact 3rd and 9s? Just give me your best damn pass rush you can give.
Look at that.
Catching right there. This was the film where I was like, all right, just give this dude 20 totes and maybe he'll get 70 yards. Because carries 17, 18 to 19. I don't really want to tackle him, but I felt like he was relatively easily tackleable in the SEC championship game.
Yeah.
I feel like feet died a lot in the SEC championship game. Again, man, like, do we know where we're working? Do we call combos out enough? All right, 72, let's see. 72, did you let him know? All right, here we go. All right, where to them? All right, where to them? All right, now you just found out you're up here. So let's watch the left guard's eyes. Now, as the left guard comes off against this 2-eye, his eyes should be on number 7, okay? They are not. They're already in my B gap over here. Now, okay, we're fighting back to get over here. Now, the moment this player decides he wants to go into the midline of the offense, we are now the sole possession of this down lineman, okay? We have to take him over. And if we take him over, it'll allow Parker Brailsford to get up. But Parker, we got to be a little bit more aggressive when we get there.
I think Parker
What's up, Curb?
I think Parker Brailsford just got a chin full on this one.
He did.
That's a good shuck by a linebacker.
$5 yards, though.
Yeah.
We'll take those.
Nothing to complain about with that.
Got to have all of them. All right, they know 13's coming right now. They've been calling him out the whole entire time. And we ran right into him. Okay. Now, I remember this play. Running back, your job is to deliver blocks, okay? And if we overpace the guys in front of us, if we overpace this football player, we're going to win for him, okay, which is exactly what we do. We overpace our center, and now we're tackled for a 4-yard gain when what should have been a damn 12-yard run. I mean, so much yardage left on tape. Stick your foot in the ground right now, get north and south, and go ask that safety if he wants to see about 242.
What does this Mike see that causes him to immediately wrap? Oh, he's pulling guard.
Yeah, he's reading
He's reading
pulls.
center.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, he's just immediately follows the center.
Uh-huh. Well, if you've studied this offense enough, you know that they run behind him, okay? They try to get him north and south, moving people, all right? And they run with him around offense or around defenses, okay? 72's their good athlete.
He'll be fully healthy by this game, correct?
I would hope so. I mean, but dude, at this point, he's had a cast on his foot for a month and a half.
Yeah. I mean, he's never been listed as injured, so.
No. Yeah, I think he's just tough as shit, to be honest with you. A 3rd and 5 right here that should have been at least a 3rd and 2, probably should have been a first down, but instead it's 3rd and 5. Now we get a sim pressure. Is this when the corner F's up Daniel Hill? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Oof, man. Golly. We're a 242-pound running back that gets put on our ass by a 185-pound corner. And the only reason is, guys, look at his eyes from here on out. Look at his eyes. Look how confused he is on his responsibilities. Where am I going? Where am I going? Who's my guy? What's going on here? Oh, I'm still looking left. Now I'm looking back right. Oh, here he comes. Bam. And now I'm wearing him in the chin.
But not even that. Like, yes, you don't know. You lock on to that corner 5 yards out from his feet. He backs up here. Watch. Yeah. He starts taking steps back. You
know why,
cannot
Kirby?
do that.
He's expecting another twist.
Yeah.
He's worried about his responsibility going this way and having to pick him back up here because he sees, I would imagine he sees 0 flying across his face.
That's fair. I mean, it's a hard situation to be in when you don't know where it's coming from.
Yep. Again, this is why I think if you turn on the Georgia tape, they just started full sliding. They're like, screw it. Just go all 5 this way. You pick up the in-man on the line of scrimmage, and we'll just live with the results. What's our time check over there, Jay Will?
Right at 30.
Hell yeah.
Again, you're not going to run to the outside on this team.
No, dude.
I mean,
I think the only football player allowed to bounce against SEC defenses is Jeremiah Love.
Kejuan Lacey had a couple of successful.
Yep, you're right. You're right. Kejuan about the only one.
Use what God gave you, brother.
Yeah, buddy. Just go ahead and get through that extra arm right there. That little space he's got. Just run right through his face right now. We're on our own goal line. Can't go east and west. I think they get Jam back, by the way. Looked like he was at practice today.
Good. Obvious zone look here.
Yeah, I was going to mention that as well. An expansion of the corner indicates man coverage. Great job right there by Curb, teaching the class when I'm not teaching it. Yep. Corner walks out over here against a running back. We know for a fact they're in zone coverage. All right. We also know at this point, we should know that they're probably bringing pressure on top of the zone coverage, which is exactly what they do. And they damn near get home.
How didn't they get home, man?
That's what I was going to ask.
That's just a good pocket. I mean,
Yep.
that is the type of pocket that Tom Brady won 7 Super Bowls in.
I would have to agree.
It's not clean, but it's not dirty enough. You still have enough of a platform.
Now, this is why Oklahoma is what they are defensively, though, okay? Because watch how quickly these 3 underneath defenders that are bailing out of this simulated pressure, and watch how quickly they attach to their responsibilities and take them away. Okay, quarterback's working over here primary. He doesn't like it because the corner's squatting on it. But by the time he works back over to the left side of the progression, watch how fast him, and him pick up their responsibilities here. Boom, latched.
I mean, it looks
It looks like man coverage, doesn't
it's
it?
not, but it looks like man.
That's how you play zone defense right there, man. I mean, 44. A defensive end to do this. Flip hips, grab the tight, hold on, squeeze.
I'm most impressed by 38's rep to where I can
gain depth, flip my hips, and sink underneath the dig.
Correct.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good from
I've
38
got my
right
eyes
there.
on the quarterback. I've clouded up the window enough, and I can see
And by the
anything.
way, sorry to cut you off
good.
here. Look, that's 6'3", 230. That's 6'5", 245. You're never, ever going to look over there and feel comfortable about that window, ever.
Even if you have
A bazooka.
Yeah.
Dude, 38's getting all the way back underneath the deep dig from the line of scrimmage. Bonkers. Oof. You know what we haven't done a single thing about, or talked a single thing about?
What's that?
All the disguised coverage they threw at his ass.
Oh, man.
He had no idea what they were playing as the ball was snapped for 4 quarters. 3rd and 5 right here. The amount of times they checked his checks, too. That was also really, really impressive. The amount of times the offense thought they were going to get into a new winner and instead got into a play that favored the defense was really, really impressive in this game. It was that deep out they failed to complete the first play we watched. We're conceding that as a defense, right, Kirby?
Right.
If you can make far right hash deep out throws, all right, on time, you can beat us today. And he damn near got it tipped at the line of scrimmage, didn't he? 44
Yeah,
by got a hand on.
Lord.
All right, should we watch Oklahoma's offense? I think we should.
We can.
Let's watch them.
I'm interested in this because as much as we talk about obviously this was a masterclass by Oklahoma's defense, Oklahoma's offense didn't really do anything this game. Like they were handed 14 points.
Essentially. I mean, this is one of the handings right here. It's the last play before the half. 14 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what they do. Oh, they running the rock and setting up the field goal. We love that. All right, here we go. First play of the second half. Oh, And we got a short field. How did we miss a play here? How's it 2nd and 10? Oh, it's 4th quarter. My God, I skipped all the 3rd quarter. My bad. Let's go back up here. God, they didn't take a lot of snaps here, did they?
No, they did not. Alabama muffed a punt, or didn't muff a punt, fumbled on a punt in the first half, and then I believe this was the drive we're about to look at is the Ty Simpson
Guys,
fumble.
they took 20 offensive snaps in the first half.
Yeah,
Did Oklahoma. They did not have the football very much.
didn't need to.
Nope. Oh, my Lord.
What the hell is going on here?
What in the Swiss cheese to open the second half? Oh, my God. Did we? Oh, I know what happened here. Guys, we got an explosive return, didn't we? No, this is the first play of the half. Let's see what they did first play of the half. This is an explosive right here. Satanga Jet? Satanga Jet?
Oh,
Woo, bad angle 3. He faster than I thought angle right here from 3.
there's nothing worse than dealing with that, dude. When you
Never
feel like-
had to.
When you feel-
Never
dude,
had to.
When you feel like you have a good angle and they just slowly peel away, you're like, God.
Well, you see, Kurt, my angle was constantly to the pylon,
Yeah.
so I didn't have to worry about it.
It's hard to have a good angle on that guy, though.
Yeah, he's pretty fast, man. He's made a lot of SEC defenses look kind of goofy this year.
You know what this is? This looks like swinging door BS because they have 3 down linemen in the. So that's why. Okay.
It looks like the infamous Pat McAfee.
We got a tackle over here, tackle over here. I watched a high school Newton. I watched Newton run this offense for 4 quarters. It was agonizing. It was agonizing. There is a little bit of confusion here from Alabama's defense, though. I think that's the whole purpose of it.
I mean, that's just bad. That's just
Good
bad
Lord, what an
tackling.
all-22. What an end zone cut right there. Great job, Eddie.
Looks like watching damn 7-on-7.
You know who one of my favorite high school tapes of all time is Eddie Pierre-Louis, this left guard for Oklahoma. He's a Florida prospect. I don't know how in the hell Oklahoma ended up getting him, but my God, what a nasty highlight tape that kid's got. I need all of these down the stretch, big dog. I need you, for every moment you think you're a superhero with your arm, I need you to just shut it off and be a superhero with your legs. Amen, class?
Yep.
My God, dude. Every time you get an opportunity, pull it down. Let's go.
Also, I think it's worth noting we're 3 defensive plays into this half, and we've seen a bad angle and probably 3 or 4 missed tackles.
Oh, yeah. And a missed hold. Oh, no, they got it. They called the hold there on Fasusi.
Okay. Still, tackle 'em.
Yeah, the tackling's not great right there, 0.
1, 2.
Come on, bring the arms, baby. We created the 2nd and long, though. This has been a statistical punt for Oklahoma this year. Let's see if they can get out of it. A little bit of a false start there, didn't it?
Just check it down,
no.
Phil. What concept are we running here?
We're trying to go out and up down the sideline, big dog. We're trying to pin the corner right here and get out and up, but the safety's really, really aggressive over the top, so it shuts it down. There's also no rub there. None. Huh. You know what this looks like, Kirby? This looks like first year in the system is what this looks like.
Yeah.
Which in reality, it is. I bet if Coach, when Coach got onto the film on Sunday, I bet they coached up this alignment. I bet these guys are supposed to be tighter in their alignment, so when he does work out, see how there's a gap? We want this to be happening on top of each other, don't we, Kirby?
We do. I will also say it's hard to run successful double moves when your safety's already 15 yards
Correct.
downfield. Like, I mean, he's immediately bailing. There's nothing that he's looking at that's going to bite on him.
Yeah, no, this is the ooh. I would have came right back to this. And I would have taken 12 down the vertical right here. Look at this.
Ooh, Bray Hubbard, where are you going?
He's closing the middle of the field.
So we have cover 3 here?
It could be, a version. There's no telling. They're mixed safety look. I thought when I first saw it, cover 7, but they're not in 3-by-1. They're in 2-by-2. Either way, Coach, do we come back to this? We should. especially the way they use that number 12. That tight end from Oklahoma is their big play threat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my God.
I mean, they're 15 yards off the ball at the snap.
I mean, it is 3rd and 15, though.
Okay. That's on me. I need to look at down and distance first. My bad, guys.
No, you're good. Down distance formation personnel is what we start with. That's why we start with it. Gives us a lot of answers. Bro, he would frustrate the piss out of me if I were an Oklahoma fan. The amount of times I watched this guy, I knew it. It's 3rd and 13. I'm like, oh, he finna do something crazy. He finna make some throw. He does this all the time. Like, he'll just make one throw every quarter where you're like, shit, we might have the best quarterback in the damn sport. And then, you know, there's no consistency in his level of play.
Mm-mm.
So unpredictable. I mean, look at this. Climb up, 2 hands on the ball, just rip one. To be physically big enough to get through that tackle right there.
God, that's a hell of a ball.
Dude, you should have seen did you watch the film study we did on him last week?
Yeah.
Dude, it's like one throw, it's like, my God, is he Bo Nix? The next throw, it's like, oh my God, what, did he lose his brain?
Mm-hmm.
Did it just shut off on him? Now, they do get their shit jacked up out in this flat. Constantly. I mean, it showed up in the LSU film study. Guys just getting the shit brought to them out in the flat. We have no screen game because we can't block guys out in the perimeter.
I also don't. It might be a luck thing. It might be a coincidence thing. But I feel like Bama's defense is fantastic at forcing fumbles.
Yes. They put up a stat ahead of the SEC championship game in the stadium. I think they had forced like 16 fumbles.
Jeez.
That's not luck.
No.
At that point.
That point's skill.
That's something they're teaching. Honestly, Kirby, it might be why they're so bad at tackling.
Could be.
They might be prioritizing forced fumbles.
Could be.
And at what point do you have a trade-off there, right, as a staff? Do we want havoc plays or do we want explosives created because we can't tackle the ball? You know,
I think
we've covered a football team for 7 years that we know where they lean on those.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't giving up explosives.
And I mean, I
don't
think
give a shit if you get the ball back.
I think the Auburn game was a perfect example of this, where you had every explosive play Auburn had was because, we missed a tackle here, and they had a long drive because of it.
You do see a lot of hat-on ball
Yeah.
from these guys, and it's not a lot of things that we teach nowadays with regards to tackling.
Yeah, they're 15th in the country for forced fumble or fumbles gained, so fumbles that they forced and recovered.
So I bet they're top 10 in forced fumbles.
Got to be.
Again, anytime these guys are in anything but 2nd and 6, I just go ahead, protect the punt, as we say around here. But in this situation, if I'm them, I'm trying to hunt a chunk just to get into field goal range, which they do for their kicker. Mm-hmm. Their kicker's in field goal range now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 53-yarder. He's cool with it. Yep. And can they do this enough down the stretch, right? Can their defense give them enough short fields where all I really got to do is get 6 or 7 yards, and then I kick a field goal, you know? Oh, come on, Eddie. I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't never seen an offensive lineman recover from that position. Never.
Ooh. A little bit of hold there.
Got to bring our belly button. Got to bring our belly button. Here comes number 12. Hey!
That's one of those, damn, why did you tip that?
That's also one of those, thank God he tipped it as an offensive player.
Right.
You know, for a guy in his 2nd year in this system, the amount of times that he misreads RPOs, again, would make me sick. There's no reason for him to pull this football.
None.
Kirby. He's reading the overhang defender. He's reading this guy. And as soon as this guy drops he's in the hook curl.
To not only pull that, but say, I need to throw this ball is quite interesting. I mean, dude.
What in the shit?
Did you just think you could thread that needle? Like,
dude, nothing about this read tells you to pull that football. Everyone else is in year 1. He's in year, 3 with Arbuckle? And then he does this.
I mean, good.
Dude, the most frustrating player we watch on this network. Because I know, dude, if he could just do this over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's his third year.
And I think that's what he did the first 6 weeks, Kirby.
Yeah.
Prior to his injury, I just think he stacked all of his great plays. And when he does, dude, my God, I had him number one quarterback in the country because he's just such a football player. But we don't get it's not what we get consistently anymore. I mean, there's no positives in the technique back there. We're hopping through the progression. We're doing all kinds of crazy shit with our lower body. And
Can we run this from the start?
absolutely.
All right, so we do get a play action here. That's what sucks us in for.
Oh, you talking about the secondary level?
The will triggers too quickly on the run, which allows for this window to
Right there,
yeah.
41.
Which ultimately, I mean,
Yeah.
you're about 2 yards too shallow in that. But I get it. You got to play action. You're going by your keys.
All right, now let's see if they do something stupid right here. It's my biggest fear about them as a coordinator. It's my only question about him. He tries to stack explosives and ends up stacking havoc plays. He'll get an explosive run, hop right back on the ball, negative TFL. He'll get an explosive pass, hop right back on the ball, throw an interception. Like, this ball is about to go back the other way. If the underhook hook curl defender gets back out of it and gets his eyes on the football and stops jogging, this player gasses out. Watch him step out of the gas right here in his drop, Kirby. And we're gassed back out, and then we gas back in, and now we're out of the progression.
Damn.
You know who would never? Oliver Davis would never.
Ever.
Oliver Davis would never, son. It's one of my favorite things to do in the offseason is go watch DBs work out. Because, man, God, do they coach it good in those individual reps, man. Eyes to the spot, not to the ball. Get your eyes, sprint to the spot, snap your head back around, find the football. 2nd and 3. Yeesh. We're trying to run counter. We get our shit stuffed at the front of the attack.
Yeah, we do.
Number 8 hasn't played a lot of ball for them lately. Who is this cat? Who's number 8 for Alabama? I haven't seen him. I didn't see him at all in the prep leading up. I mean, he's playing jack right there for them.
That is freshman Justin Hill.
Ooh. Outside linebacker?
He's listed as a rush, so I'd assume he's
Yeah,
probably
about
just,
6'3", 240?
yeah.
Huh.
I wonder if he's injured.
It's a good stick right there, son. It's also a really great job by this Seymour character. I think it's Seymour. It's number 90. This is a true freshman right here for them. What a find this kid's been.
6'3", 242, by the way.
Okay. We get a false start here. Yep, left guard. Timestamp, J-Will.
48.
Got a couple minutes left here, guys. I'll tell you this much. The more and more I study Oklahoma's offense, I think I can count on one hand how many times they've actually moved the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Normally they're just getting their shit rocked.
No, I mean this was two teams that could not run the football going against each other.
Now we're catching a nut stunt right, or actually a ton stunt right here. Tackle underneath the nose, and that's why the center's caught off guard here. Boom, we get folded. Also, hey, nah, never mind. I was gonna say back. Can we help him out? Maybe jump cut him, but nah, we're cooked.
No, there's nothing there.
Yeah, nah, we can't do shit back there.
They're scraping over too. They're fun.
I think they're a wide zone football team. I think they need to be a wide zone football team. I don't think they're big enough and mature enough up front in terms of muscle mass. Okay, starting two true freshmen at left guard and left tackle. All right, we're not going to move a lot of teams against their will. We need to run around them. Ooh, we got to catch all these.
Can't have that.
Got to catch all these. Is this a second down? Yeah. Coach is trying to get us into 3rd and 4, baby. We got to catch this football. We can't play in 3rd and 9s. The hell is 24? Good God. Bro, they play so many random bodies in this game. Guys that they didn't play the rest of the year, I felt like. Who's 24 for Alabama?
He is not even listed on their R lads, so give me a second.
So this must be all right, Quay's out. All right, we got to get Yanze a breather. Let's throw the third string Rover in there. Who's number 24? I bet he's a great young player, if I had to bet.
That is Noah Carter, 6'4", 243. He's a freshman from Arizona.
Yep. Look like a deer. You can always tell the kids that ain't been in Alabama's, the box players that ain't been on Alabama's rosters very long because they ain't got no ass.
Nah.
For some reason, they stay in Tuscaloosa 2 years and they get thick lowers, big thick lowers, all of them.
Or at least it was that way under Saban.
Oh, it still is, man. These linemen, I think they're all, I mean, honestly, borderline like maybe a little bit overweight, some of them, especially their offensive linemen. Yeah, buddy, you ain't got no chance of completing that ball.
No, dude, they're dropping 7 on you.
Well, it's not, I mean, he's got the right answer. You know, he's got the one hook curl or curl right here in between the zone window. He's got the right answer. Just when we throw and finish like this, we're never going to complete that ball. We're always going to spike that football. And that's exactly what we do. I, for the life of me, cannot understand why he chooses to throw the football like that. I just don't get it.
He looks like he's trying to throw it hard.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's trying to do. Overstriding like a mother effer, okay? Now, look, people complain about mechanics all the time, and people get caught up in thinking I'm talking about arm slot. I don't give a shit where it comes out. All I care about is the lower body. Like, from our belly button down, are we controlling energy and putting it in the right spot? We never do. We never do. Keep floating, real.
Literally a rep at shortstop.
Yeah.
Literally.
I think this is the play. This is the drive they score on, I believe.
Yeah.
Are we in the second half?
Yes, we've been in the second half of the
Okay, then
entire
no,
time.
they don't score another touchdown.
Jonathan, we just watched this the other day and thought they had the counter action to the wrong side, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Which tells me, you know what? The quarterback floated way too damn far. He had it the right way. We watched this the other day, Christian, and the quarterback was at the mesh point way over here. So even if he tried to pull it and get back into the quarterback counter read, he had no chance. Now he's actually doing it right. .22's trying to sell the hell up out of a hold, wasn't he? He should have gotten it too.
Oh.
Yep, I didn't want to see it. I did not want to see that.
Damn.
It's the number one way to get hurt. Let your feet die. Let your feet die, you'll get hurt. I promise you that right now. Trying to work that out and up again. No chance. Holy sheesh. What a great rep by the nickel over here. Mm-hmm. My Lord, son. Run it for him. Run it for him. Don't you dare throw a PI.
Why did you
Don't you
that?
Bro, it's such a rep right there, 16. That's another young football player if I had to bet. Because that's a player that did not play in the SEC championship game.
That is Red Morgan. He's a sophomore.
Underclassman. Come on, bro. You're there. Don't panic. It's the initial contact that we don't see when the ball's up in the air. Right there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. iPad just died. I think that's the word.
I guess so.
What'd you learn? Seriously. I know. It was a real quick session.
I don't
but
know
what'd
if
you
I
learn
would
just
say
now?
I learned as much as it was an affirmation of the things that we've seen all year. Neither one of these teams can run the ball. I was surprised by how unphysical Oklahoma's offensive line is, especially in the run game. But
To me, it's a pad level issue.
yeah,
I do not feel as if they play low enough. Now, most people say, oh, well, they don't play mean enough. No, I think it's a hat placement and a
Right.
pad level issue that will eventually get fixed with age.
Correct.
I feel like I played lower the older I got in my football career.
But even on like counter pulls, when you're wrapping around, they're getting surprised. Like they're getting their heads knocked back. Like stuff like that makes me think that this might. And I know that the nastiness is kind of a cliche of that, but It feels like the offensive line needs a little more oomph to them on the offensive side of the ball for Oklahoma.
Get Jam Miller back. Don't turn the ball over this time. If those two things happen, I think that Alabama probably win the first time if they don't turn the ball over.
For sure.
Biggest potential return in this football game, Jam Miller or R. Mason Thomas?
I'd probably say R. Mason Thomas because Alabama's run game, even with Jam Miller, isn't all that great.
Yeah.
He's just better than everybody else that they have.
All right. We got about, a 5-minute break? We're about 55 minutes into this one.
Yeah.
Got about a 5-minute break. We'll be live again at 8 o'clock. Hope to see you there. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Love you. Bye.